Okay, good evening. In previous session, we have seen some of the examples of strings, and also we have seen some of the methods and functions of the string. So in today's sessions, we are going to see how to format the strings. So generally, we can format the strings with variable values by using the concept of brackets, flower brackets, and also one more function called as format method. Okay, right now let us see how to format the strings. By taking the examples, I am going to show you how to format the strings, and also by taking the format method also, I will show you how we are going to format the given string. Now let us consider a small example. So directly I will show you the examples. So see here, first I will take some name equal to Shiva. I am going to take. Now I want to take one more value. Already I have shown you, we have seen this concept in the strings. Once again I will show you briefly. Salary I will take some 50,000, and later 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. Right, next I'm going to take about age. Let us take age as 31. Now the concept is I want to form, that means if I am going to print this one, I want to print all these values, so that I'm going to use this operator. Okay, we can call this operator as replacement operator. So is salary, that means I'm going to print the salary in this replacement of, that means this will be replaced by the value what I am going to pass in format method. So let us see how it is going to be done. So is salary, and I want to print my age also, and age is again I want to write some replacement operator, that means it will be replaced by some value whatever I am going to pass in format method. So here format method, always we have to write dot format. So here how many replacement operators we have written inside a single quotes? Two. So one is this one, another one is here. So for those two, which one I have to pass which value? Okay, so let us take one more. I have taken 3. Salary also I will take, and salary is, for example, and salary is. So here also I'm going to take replacement operator. So how many replacement operators I have used in our given string? This is what entire it is going to be considered as one string, because here we are having what single quotes we are going to have. So this is a string, and I am going to apply format method on this string. On this string, I am going to apply a format method. So what I have to format in the given string generally? So first one is what? Name. So for example, salary, I think. Okay. Oh, sorry. Here I will write name. Here just I will write name is, and age is. Okay. So here I am going to write out, first I will write name. Name I am going to write. Next age I have to write, comma, salary I am going to write. So here what happens means indexes will be there. This is by default 0. This is by default 1. This is by default 2. So if you are going to write the first here in 0th index, that will be by default selected for the first replacement operator. This is second. So automatically it will go to second replacement operator. So it is by default third argument. So directly it will go to third replacement or third replacement operator. So now if I'm going to print this one, directly we are going to get what? We are going to get name is, and age is, and salary is. So in brackets we are going to get the values. How it is going to get? The reason I'm going to apply a format method on this string, and I am passing what has to be inserted into that replacement operator. That means this operator is going to replace by some other values. So here name is there. What is the name here? Shiva. That is going to be placed here. Next the age is there, 31. Some age is taken as 31. So here 31 will be replaced, and salary is what? Some 50,000 for example, that will be replaced here. So let us see the output of this one. So see here, name is Shiva and age is 31 and salary is 50,000. So this is one example. So now this is by default. That means if I am not going to give any values in replacement of that in this flower brackets, by default it is going to take in this way. But now I want to take some arguments in that. There is some positional, we can call it as a positional argument. What is meant by positional argument? Already I told you that this is what 0th index, this is what first index, this is what second index. That means I can position these given argument based on some indexes. Okay, so now see here, instead of for example, I will change the values here. Okay, first I will take by 0, 1, 2 only. Later I will show you by changing the indexes. So 0, 1, 2. You can directly, whatever the output we have seen before, same output will be generated. No problem here. Now see, I will change the values here. So here first I will take age. For example, I will take age. Here I will take salary. 1 minute. Okay, here I will take what? Salary. And last I am going to take name. So now see here, what are the indexes I can see? 0, 1, 2. If I write here 0, what happens? 0 means what? Age will be taken. Here 1, it will take what? Salary. It will take what? Name. But what I require here? I require a name. Where is name? In second index. So here I have to write what? 2. Where is age? In first. Sorry, in 0th index. So 0. Where is salary? In second. Sorry, as a second argument, the index is what? 1. If I execute this program, you will get the same output. Okay, but here you have to understand what these arguments are called as positional arguments. Here we have not taken any arguments. By default, whatever the order you have given in the format method, based on that the values are going to be arranged here. Okay, as we are having here 0, first in by default it is going to replace here. Name will be printed here. Second one is what? Age. As this is the second argument, wherever you are going to see this replacement operator, second, this is first, this is second, so this will be replaced by age. And third one is what? Salary. So here third argument will be replaced in third position. Now see here, I am going to give you what? Positions of the arguments. This is at what position? 0th position, first position, second position. So wherever you are going to write 0, at that place we are going to get name. Wherever you are going to write 1, at that position we are going to get age. In the same way here 2 positions. So all are in order. Here I have taken in order, but here I have not taken in order. So that what happened? Name is, I require what? Here name has to be printed. Where name is? In second index. So second index has to be written here. In the same way, age I have, where it is? 0th index. So I have to write 0. Where is salary? In first index. So I have to write first. So this is about positional arguments. Now I will show you about the keyword arguments. That means here I am going to give some keywords and I will pass the arguments. So see here. Here same example. Just I will take what? Just I will take X. This is what some keyword arguments. Y and Z. Here what I am writing? X, Y, Z I am going to write. So here I have to specify what is meant by X, what is meant by Y, and what is meant by Z. If here 0, 1, 2 I have written, by default it can understand that indexes are 0, 1, 2. But here if I write X, Y, Z, you don't know what is meant by X, Y, Z. So I have to tell what is meant by X, Y, Z. So in the which place I have written X, here what should be printed? Name has to be printed. Where is name? Here the name is. So just write on that X equal to name. So next age is going to be printed. Here what can I write? X equal to age. Next salary is going to be printed. Here I have to write X equal to salary. Okay. So is it audible?
Sir, audible, sir.
Okay, okay. Right. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. So now see, here I am going to consider what? Here see, what here I am going to take what? All X, sorry, I have taken all X's. So here what I require? Here I require what? Y. And finally I require what? Z. Here I require. That means, sorry. So where age name is there? Name is what it has to print here? Name. That means instead of X has to be initialized with name. And age is what? Y. So for age I have to write what? Y. In the same way here what has to be printed? Z. That means salary has to be printed. So that I am going to take here it as Z. So that is nothing but name is, it will go to X. What is there with X? Name. So that will be printed here. And age is Y. So it will go to Y. For Y, what is there? Age is there, 31, that will be printed. And salary is what? Z. It will go to Z argument and it will take the salary. What is the salary here? 50,000. It is going to be printed. Okay, let us see the output. So you can see the output clearly. So this is about formatting by using the, here these are called as default arguments, and this is called as some positional arguments, and these are called as some keyword arguments. So in the same way, the same concept will be discussed when we are seeing the concept of functions. Okay, right. Now I want to show you the formatting concept for the numbers. Okay, so if we are going to see about the numbers, when I talk about the numbers, basically in our mind we will get two things. One is fixed point number, another one is floating point number. So let us take fixed point number as decimal numbers. For example, by default, every fixed point number is considered as what? Default numbers only in any programming language. So here I'm going to consider decimal, and another one is what? Floating point numbers. So here for decimal, by default we are have to represent that, to format that, we are having by default D. For floating point we are having F. So again, if we consider decimal number, that is fixed point numbers, we are having what? Binary numbers. So that is represented with B. And also octal numbers, and also what we can say hexadecimal numbers. So hexadecimal numbers can be taken in capital letters or small letters. So just I will take the example. Just before that, we have to understand what? We can also format the numbers. Okay. So numbers means generally what we are going to consider? Fixed point numbers and floating point numbers. By default, fixed point number is nothing but what? We will consider it as a decimal, that is represented with D. Again, in decimal, what we are going to have? We are having binary, octal, hexadecimal. This is what, if you write in capital letters, the output also will be in capital letters. I will show you. If you write in small letters, the output also will be in small letters. In the same way for these things also. Next, what about float? F represents the float. So by default, the precision of this one is 6. By default, what? The precision of this float is what? 6. So now I will show you how to format the numbers by using these number formatting specifiers. Right. Now just I will take the examples here. Now I will take print of, I want to print one number. Same for formatting, I will use what? Replacement operator only. Okay. I want to print the integer number. For example, the integer number is what? I want to print something. Just I want to use the replacement operator here. Listen here. Dot format method. What I have to format? Format of. I want to write a decimal number first. So if you format it, what will be the answer? You are going to get same value. There will be no changes that can be applied, because by default I'm not using any specifier here. So whatever here we are going to write, the same value will be printed here. How many arguments are there? One argument is there. Here how many replacement operators are there? One is there. So here this is replaced with this 1 2 3. So the output will be 1 2 3. Here there is no problem. But now see, if you want to use this if you want to format the numbers, then I have to use colon here D. Colon D. Not only numbers, for also strings we will use the same thing. Here what I am using, colon D I am going to use. Now if I am going to apply this one, here also no problem. We will get the output in the same, because the given number is decimal and the output is going to be decimal. No problem then. Now next case is what? I want to print in a binary. Or let us consider, I will take the same example for decimal only. First I will show you all cases in decimal. That is what, if I print 5D, this indicates what? Means I am going to print a decimal number with a total size of 5 digits. Total size of how many digits? 5 digits. But what I have passed here? Only 3. Then what happens? Let us see here. See the output carefully. What is the output? See, you can understand the difference between these two statements. Just here I have placed a normal D. That means output just it is printed as it is. But here what I have taken? 5D. So if you observe here, see here, from E is already, after that space is there. Next what we are having here, 2 spaces are there. 1 2. Third one is this one. That means Total size is what here? Total size of the value is 5. Why it is 5? Because here I have taken what? Total size, the total number of digits in the given decimal number is 5. So already I have given 3. So remaining are what? Spaces here. Sir, why spaces? I want to insert zeros. Then you can insert zeros. If you want to insert zeros, place here 0. So automatically, if you print this output, total 5 values, 5 digits will be there. And in that 5 digits also, first two are what? Zeros. Why it is zeros? Here I have done it. Okay. This is about, sir, if I place, for example, I want to place before 123 4, sir. Is it possible to place here 4? If you try to place 4 here, what happens? It will think that 45. That means what total number of digits will be 45. It will think so. So if I enter this one, what happens? See, here we are going, oh, sorry. Okay, now see. Here instead of this one, if I enter 4, let us see what happens here. What happens? Total values in this will be what? 45. Only it is valid only for 0. Okay. Right. Now, let us take some other value here. I will take same concept and I will print what? Some values. So see here. It is going to print entire thing. That means it is going to print minimum of 5 characters. You have to observe one thing that, sir, here you told that only 5 characters will be printed. Not only 5 characters, 5 characters will be print compulsory. Minimum of 5 characters. It indicates what? Minimum of 5 characters it will print. If there are no 5 characters, for example, in this example, there are only 3 digits are there. If I press enter, total number of characters, how many it has, sorry, total number of digits, how many it has to print? Total 5 it has to print. Minimum 5 it has to print. But how many values are, how many digits are there in the given value? Only 3 are there. So remaining will be what? Spaces will be printed. Okay. If you give more than 5, no problem. Okay. It is automatically prints the entire value. So this is about formatting the decimal values. Now let us take floating values also here. This is about decimal points. Later I will show you about binary and all those things. Now let us see about floating point values. Just I will take the same example here. Just I want to show you. I will change this as floating point number. Okay. Now here floating point means what? It will have some precisions. So first I will take empty and I will take one 0.456. So by default, see here, I have written once by default, what is the precision we are going to have? 6. Now see, if I execute this one, nothing will be there. Directly 123.4567 will be printed. No problem. Now if I pass the values to this one, let us take here. If I am going to consider normal f, that means I have taken only f. That means what directly it will print the same value. But here one thing, the difference between these two you have to understand. If you are going to write float, it indicates what? The default precision is what? 6. So automatically 6 precision value should be there. That means what? Only here I have given 4. Totally it has to print how many by default? 6. But here I have not told that f. If I write f here, automatically precision should be what? 6 digits. So that here it has given only 4. Reason here I have not written f. If I write f, compulsory after decimal point we should have 6 digits. If I write more than that, see here, I will show you that. If I write more than that, for example, so what happens? By default, it is 6. It will take only 6. If you write n number of values also, it will take only after decimal point, by default, 6 only. Now let us consider, it's okay. Now I will take 8.3 for example. This indicates what? 8 indicates total number of values that has to be in the given number. What about 3? 3 indicates only 3 decimal values. That is what? Precision should be 3. Here I have written how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But see what happens if I print this one. How many we got here? We got only 3 because of this 3. This 3, because of this 3, I got only 3 decimal points. Once again, I will change the value and I will show you. So just I will change here it as a 5 for example. So output will be what? 5 values it is going to take. If you are not going to take this after point some value, by default it will be 6. Okay. Then what about this one? This 8. What about this 8? This 8 indicates minimum number of digits in your number should be 8. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 no problem, but minimum 8 should be there. You may get doubt here, sir, you have printed only 6 here, but see here in front of there is some space is there. Here some space is there. 2 spaces are taken there. Okay, so clearly we can observe that this statement indicates what? 8 indicates minimum number of 8 digits should be there in your floating point number. What about 5 here? After precision, 5 value should be there. Let us take here, for example, 1 minute. Okay, for example, I am going to take 8 here. Let us take. So what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values are printed here. So minimum number should be 8. This indicates what? This 8 indicates minimum 8 value should be there in entire number. So one thing we have to observe is what? Point also will be counted. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that point also will be counted. So observe here. Here only one space. Sorry, no, not 2 spaces here. Only one space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point also will be counted because total number of digits. 1 minute. Total number of things should be, value should be, or we can say character should be, or spaces should be. Number of values should be how many? 8, because I have taken what? Minimum 8 should be there. Let us take one more small example here. So I will take only 4 here. Okay, I will take only 4, and here I will take only 1, and here I will take only 1 point something. Now you can observe clearly here. What happens here? Total, how many should be there? 4 should be there. How many you can find here? 1, 2, 3. And here what is there? One space is there before that. Okay. Total thing should be how many? 4. Minimum, how many should be there? Minimum 4 should be there. If minimum number is not 4, then what I have to do? I have to add spaces left side. Right. Sir, is it correct what you are saying? Okay. Let us see what I am saying is correct or not by taking the same example here. So if I fill these spaces, then it will be, you can understand clearly. If I place spaces here, now see, how many are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there. Let us see what is the output of this program. So 8 are there, no problem. Minimum 8 is there. I will take only 7 values. That is what? 4, 5 only I will take. Total will be how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be there. Okay. So here zeros are there. So it is going to take this one. Just I will remove this one also. Just I will take 3. I am going to take, for example. So otherwise I will take only one value I will take. Now you can observe clearly. So what happens? Total value should be how many? 8. Minimum 8 should be there. If 8 are not there, I have to fill it with what? Zeros. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. What about remaining things? Oh, so not 6, because here I have taken what? 1. That means what? After decimal point, only one value should be there, so that only one value is there. If there is only one value, it is rounded figure. Okay. So if there is only one value, that is totally how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. Remaining 3 are what? Zeros. How it is inserted zeros? Because here I have placed what? 0. If I remove this 0, what happens? In front of that value, we are going to get spaces. So see, here you can observe 3 spaces. Above output and this output you can compare. 3 values are there. Here 3 spaces are there. Okay, right. Next I want to take, okay, this is about what we can consider about formatting of the values, that is floating point numbers in a string. Now I am going to consider same example, same floating point numbers with greater than or less than symbols. Okay. Okay, before going to take that symbols, let us take that is not before going to alignment, greater than less than symbols are nothing but alignment. Before going to see that concept, I will show you about these binary numbers also, binary, octal, and different representations also I will show you. Now you can observe here, print of, I want to print a binary number, for example, binary form. I want to print the number in the binary form. So already I have shown you I have to use what? B. Okay. So 0, colon B has to be written here. 1 minute. Okay. 0 colon B has to be written. So what I want to print, for example, format of, I have to write here 10, for example, or 10 I am going to write. So the value 10 is going to be converted into binary number. That is nothing but 1010. You can observe clearly. Sir, can't we take capital letters here? Let us check. Can't we take? Already when I discussing about here, when I am discussing, see, for only X I have taken. Here for these three values, for example, for these three values, generally, when we are discussing about conversions, there I can take capital letters also, no problem. But here in the formatting concept, it should be only in small letter. Don't format code, because for every formatting code, it is having exact value is there, code is there. So it is only small b is there. So we have to take only small b here. Now I want to show you about octal value. So just I will write the octal form of 8. Okay, octal form of 8. Just here what I have to write? I have to write VO to represent octal. Now 10 is a decimal value by default. It is going to convert it into octal form, which is nothing but 12. Okay. And if I try for this one also capital 0, let us try, sorry, capital O. What happens? Again, it is telling you what? Format code capital O for the object type, int is not there. So value error we are going to get. Now I am going to consider about hexadecimal form. So now see, here we are having two representations. One is hexa. Okay, let us take hexa form. Here, what is the value I have to write? X. So let us see what will be the output of this. That is what? Small a. See here, why it is a small a? The equivalent of 10 in hexadecimal is nothing but a. If I take capital X here, if I take capital X, what happens? That letter is going to be printed in. See, I am going to take capital X. It is going to be printed in what? Capital letter. So for this hexadecimal only, we are having small a, b, c, d, e, f, and also that as we are having some alphabets also in numbers. So to print those things in a capital letters, only for this hexadecimal form, we are having small x and capital X. For all those things, there is no concept of what? There is no concept of alphabets in the number system. In octal, only 0 to 7. In binary, only 0 and 1. What about this one? In hexadecimal, we are having what? 0 to 9 and A to F. That A to F can be what? Capital or small. So that here there is a chance of having small x and capital X. Okay. Now, so already we know that if you want to represent the concept of binary, octal, and hexadecimal, it is only applicable for decimal numbers, not for floating point numbers. So here I have taken what? All the things in your, see, let us take here 10.26 for example. What happens? It is going to give you an error because the concept of binary, octal, and next hexadecimal is not applicable for ever floating point numbers. Okay, right. This is about floating formatting by using the concept of hexadecimal, octal, and what we can say octal and binary. Now I want to format positive and negative numbers. Till now what we have taken? We have not taken any sign, but I want to take now signs also. I want to consider the signs also. Right now I will take the signs, sign values. Main focus will be what here? Sign values. Just I will take int value, for example, int value. So here I want to take, if you want to represent with a sign, just I want to tell with which sign you want to format it. Dot format of, I want to write some decimal number here, 1, 2, 3. That means here what I have written? D I have written. So decimal, this value will be considered with plus. Here what I am going to write? Plus. So that output will be what? Plus 123. Okay. Now if you want to represent a negative value, just what I have to take? See here. If you try to take here negative, what happens? Just it is going to print what? 123. Reason is what? If you want to print negative, generally positive values cannot be printed. See, for small example to make you understand, just I will take this one. Here, if I remove this one, If I remove this one, am I getting plus here? I'm not getting plus here. Okay. Now, so to represent the positive values with plus symbol, I am having this concept. But if you want to print negative numbers, what happens? No need of taking any minus format specifier here, minus D. Just write down here minus value. So automatically what happens? Minus 123 will be printed. Okay. So only to show the positive sign, I am going to use this specifier here. That is what formatting in format specifier I'm going to take plus D. If you are going to consider same for floating point number also I can take. For example, if I'm going to consider floating point value, just I will write here float. Okay, right. Now here just I will write F and I will take some floating point number. I want to print a positive value, positive 123.23. Just I have to place what? Plus F. So it will print what? Plus F. If I want to print minus, directly here I can change. Now observe one thing. As it is a negative number, if you write plus also, there will be no effect for this number because it's a negative number. If you try to place positive to this one, if I place positive to this one, what happens? Plus into minus, what happens? It will become minus only. So whenever you are going to take minus here in the number, better not to take this plus. If you take also directly, it will print the whatever the value we are going to give in the format as a parameter will be printed as it is. Mainly for this particular positive, for formatting these positive numbers, we have to give what? Plus. But negative numbers, no need. Directly we can write the negative sign for the numbers. So this is about formatting positive and negative numbers. Now I'm going to consider, I want to format. Just before going to explain what I am teaching now, I want to go to MS Word and I want to show you what is meant by alignment. So here I am going to write something called as Shivaram. Now see, observe one thing here. These are what, I don't know what are these. Just I will press on this one. Okay, I will select the data. Okay. Here what happens? When I am going to select this one, the data is going to be arranged in the center, aligned to the center. Okay. Now if I press this one, it is going to align to right side. If I press this one, what happens? Left side. That means this is left alignment. You can observe here, align text to left. When I keep on this one, align text to left. And next, this is what? Align to the center. This is what? Align to the right side. So now we are going to see about what? We are going to see the concept of alignment only. So here also in our concept also, if you are going to take any value, it may be integer or it may be string or it may be anything. If you want to align them, we are having some operators for alignment also. Now let us see what are those alignment operators. So this is left alignment. We can consider it as what? Left as a, alignment. Next, this is what? Right alignment. And this is center alignment. See, you may confuse about these operators. Whenever you are going to consider this one, you may think that it is a less than operator. And this is what you can think greater than operator, for example. But whenever you are going to use these operators with format function for formatting purpose, this will act as what? Left alignment. This will act as what? Right alignment. This is going to act as what? Center alignment. That means if you want to align the given string or number in the center, I can use this one what? As a this operator I can use. So and also I am having the equal to symbol. When I am going to use this symbol, what happens means you have to understand this one. This operator is going to format. If I am going to take some number plus 123, this sign will be here itself and remaining will be separated. So just I will show you the example, then you will get a clarity on this one. So one point you have to understand is if you are going to align the numbers, that means if I am going to align any numbers, if you are not aligning, if you are not using anything, these things for the numbers, automatically the alignment will be right side. Right alignment will be there. Okay, right alignment will be there by default. Now I will show you the examples for all these cases. Right. First I will show you normal thing. That is what with it alignment. I will show you an example. So print of I am going to take. So for formatting, what we have to use both flower brackets and format. If you are using this replacement operator, compulsory we have to use format method. Just I want to print 5 values, which is a decimal number. Okay. Dot format of what you want to format. I want to format a small number called as 25. Just you can observe what 1 minute. Here I have taken what dot format of print. Sorry, print spelling is wrong. Now see what we are getting here. Right side alignment. That means what? First, all these are what? Just I will take one more value. See here. If I print 25, what happens? It is printed here. But if I'm printing 5D, that means what happens? Before total number should be how many? 5 should be there. But how many are there? Only 2 are there. So first 3 will be what? Spaces. That means if you are not going to use any alignment operator for formatting, by default, if you are going to give the number, it will go to right side. If you are going to give the string, it will go to left side. Okay. When I'm dealing with string, I will tell you once again. Right now, I want to align this one. That means what? I want to align the given with left alignment. So left alignment means what? We have to use a symbol, this one. Now see what happens. So alignment what? By default is right alignment. If I tell to left alignment, first it will take the number and total will be 5. Okay. So see here, if I select this one, here you can observe. Here you can observe only something. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up to here only the value is there. If I press next time right side will come to next line. See that means what? Total number of values that are printed are what? 5. The reason is what? Here I am going to give 5. Just you have to observe what alignment is left side. Okay, right. Now I want to show you right alignment. Right alignment by default is a right alignment. I want to use this symbol now. So it is what? Right alignment. If you write right alignment or not, by default it will print what? Right alignment only. 1 minute. Right alignment only. Both will be same because by default is what? Right alignment. Now I want to use center alignment. Okay. Center means what? Cap symbol I have to use. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. Cap symbol I have to use. Center. That means 5 center is what? We see here. Here I will select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Completed. Okay. So total 5 values should be there and it is center aligned. So if we divide 5 with 2, we cannot get exact value. So that it is taking what? 1 left side and 2 right side. Okay. Right. Now last one is I want to show you what equal to. So if I take equal to, we have to take sign so that you can understand the use of this equal to. Just I will take minus value and I will demonstrate this one. So just you can observe here what happens. So it will take the sign left side and it will consider right side. See here sign is what? Minus. So minus is left side. Next what happened? 2, 3, 4, 5. Completed number. Total how many should be there? 5 things should be there. It may be symbol, it may be dot, or it may be number, or it may be character, or it may be anything. Total only 5 should be there. So minus is first one. After that space 2, 3, 4, 5. Completed. Okay. So why we are going to use equal means here equal to is going to do what? It is going to force this sign to the leftmost position. It is going to force this sign to the leftmost position. That is the use of this what we can say equal to symbol with format method or replacement operator. Right now I want to, till now I have shown you only numbers here. I want to format the strings now. With this one I have shown you. The same concept will be applicable for your strings also. Same thing I will show you, alignment only. Just I will take a string here. That's it. But you have to observe one thing that. So if I remove this one, so whatever I am taking is what? String. So just I have to take. I have to take one string. Just you can see this one. 1 minute. Okay, the format code is D here. So just we have to take that format string. Remove that format string and just write down how many values you want. D means what? Decimal. So directly if you write, it will take what? See here, if you observe one thing, here if I write 5D, total value should be 5 and number by default aligned to what? Right side. But here if you observe, total how many values should be there? 5 values should be there. But left side it is going to align. See here, observe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I press once again, it will come to next line. That means five values or characters are printed here, but alignment is what? Left side. Spaces are printed right side. Sir, I want to get an alignment with, already we are having what? Operators we are having. So for that I am going to take here, first I want to take right alignment. So see, now right alignment, it is right alignment. So by default for strings it is what? Left alignment. If you take left alignment also, both are same. See here, both first output and third output are same. In the same way, if we want to center this one, then I have to use a cap symbol. Okay, you can see the output in center. Now I want to, sir, what is the need of spaces here? I want to fill it with some symbol, for example. Okay, for its center alignment, I want to print with star, for example. Now if I print in this way, spaces are going to be printed with stars. Okay, so one point you have to observe what here. For numbers, default alignment is right, and for strings, default alignment is what? Left side. So this is the concept of formatting with strings by using format method. Now I want to show you about truncating. That means what? By using this format method only, I can truncate. What is meant by truncate? If I am going to give a string, in that I want only subpart, substring, then I can use this format also. I will show you the examples. Print of, I will take whatever I want, a number of characters I want here. That is nothing but I am going to take it as a 3. Format of, I have to take some string here inside this one. Let us take Shivaram, I am going to take here. Just if I press enter, what happens? 1 minute. Here, oh, okay, I have not taken dot here. If I take dot, it will take, okay, you can observe the output. Here I have to take dot. Now see, how many characters it is printed? 3 characters only. That means I am telling to take only 3 characters from this one. That is what SIV is going to be selected. So one thing we have to understand, that if you go here, see 1, 2, 3, only 3 are there. Whenever you are going to write some value after dot, the exact thing should be there. Once again I am repeating, here is there any dot? Not there. Then if I press enter, for example, if I press enter here, minimum 3 characters should be there. Maximum any number of values can be there. Now see, same example I will take, and I am taking the string as what? SI I am going to take. What happens now? Here you can observe 1, 2, 3. 3 minimum 3 should be there. If I am not going to take 3 values minimum, by default it is going to give you space. Then what about dot 3? Dot 3 means compulsory 3 values will be only 3 values will be taken among the string. Okay, right. But if you take n number of values, if I write dot 3, that means it will take what? Only 3 among the entire string. That is the value. That is the concept. Now here also what? If I want to take, I want to modify this one. For example, I want to take 5.3. You know already this concept. So total number of things should be how many? Total number of characters should be how much? 5. But how many values has to be printed? 3. Total number should be 5, but how many should be printed? 3. So you can observe it is not a number. If it is a floating point number, this is total count, and this is what? After precision, how many should be there? But it is a string, so total will be 5, minimum 5. So see here, it will be minimum 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed. Total should be minimum 5, but here how many it is going to print? Only, this is restricting to print only 3 characters. So remaining will be what? Spaces. Right. Now I am going to take one more thing, that is alignment I am going to take. So just I want to take alignment. So right alignment I want to take. So here it is what? 1 minute. Total number of values are what? Just I will take 5.3 so that you can understand. If I take direct value, you cannot understand. Just I want to take 5.3. See here. Total characters should be how many? 5. So how many characters has to be selected from this string? 3 only. So total should be 5 and it should be right alignment. So whatever the value we are going to select it, that is 3 values from the string should be which alignment? Right alignment. So this is what? Right align, and total are what? See here. 1, 2. 2 spaces are there. 3, 4, 5. Total are 5. But how many are printed? 3. Because of this dot 3. Okay. Which alignment? Right side alignment. Now if you are going to consider left side alignment, so you can observe clearly what happens. Only this one. If you are not taking this symbol also, same output will be generated. Reason is what? By default string is having left alignment only. Now last one I want to take it what as what? Center alignment. I want to take center alignment. That is what cap symbol I want to use. So see what? Total are 5. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I press one more right side, it will go to next line. Okay, sir, why spaces? I want to insert some symbol, so I can do that by using a just whatever the symbol you want, just write here. Whatever the symbol you want, write down here. That's what happens. Those spaces are going to be arranged with stars. Not only star. If you want to take anything, for example, if I am going to take instead of star, I can take dollar also. Not only star, any symbol. It may be anything. See what happens. It is going to print. Not only symbol, we can also take characters also. Okay, right. Now I want to show you the concept of dictionary. So I am talking about only formatting, and in that formatting I am showing all the types of data. Now I want to show you about dictionary. First I want to take a dictionary. Already you know dictionary will have what? Key and values. So just I will take here age I want to take, and for that it is a key, and whatever the value, what is the value means, let us take 31 here, and I want to take second pair, that is name equal to Shiva for example. Sorry, okay, I want to take name equal to what? Shiva for example. So now see, your dictionary is going to contain what? Two things. 1 minute. Okay, here it also should be taken in single quotes. Okay, right. Key and value. 1 minute. Just sorry, not about that single quotes, as the number we can take it, no problem, but colon has to be placed here. Sorry, here what? Colon should be there. Okay, right. Now if I print person, you can observe what is going to printed. That is what? Age is 31 and name is Shiva. So key and value we have taken. In dictionary we will have data in the form of key and value only. Now how to format this one? Just I will print, and I am going to use, very important, you have to understand here, p of name. That means p of name is nothing but what? Whatever the value it is there with name. What is there with name? I am having Shiva. So in this place it is going to print as what? Shiva. For example, I am going to take what? It should be written inside a brackets, because it is what? Replacement. Inside replacement operators I have to take this one. So double quotes, inside a replacement operator I have to take p of name. That means when I am going to ask about name, it is going to return the value. Hyphen a. Let us take Shiva's age is. Where is my age? With age. With this age. That means what I have to write here? P of age. Again, it has to be inside a replacement operator. So P of age. So now, okay, it is completed. So just I have to write what? Close the string dot format of, just what I have to write? Okay, format of. Inside that one, I have to tell which one you are going to pass. Here, what I have taken P. You can also take, generally, this is called as alias. 1 minute. Just I will take person. Here also I will take person. And here I will pass what? If I take that one person, for example. 1 minute. So it is going to consider it as a directly we can take, but one thing we have to observe, if I take in this way, it is going to think that some key it is going to take by default. But if you want to change that, I am going to follow aliasing, and later if you want to take directly also, I will show you. First I will take what? Aliasing I am going to take. Now what happens here? P means what? I have to tell. P is nothing but what? Person. That means what? The meaning of this one is what? In person, what is the value that is corresponding to this name? What is the value in person? For name, what is there? Shiva is there. So instead of this one, Shiva will be replaced. And in P, P means what? Person. In person with age. With age, what is there? I have to see. Okay. Now Shiva's age is 31 is printed. Okay. Now let us take this one once. Okay, we are going to get what? Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Here I will take person also and I will see. Generally, if I take person, we have to use double star here. Let us try with this one also. Okay, directly it will not take. So if you want to take directly with the person, just I have to use double star here. Okay, right. When I am using this concept, it is called as aliasing. This is, sorry, okay, where it is S. This is called as what? Aliasing. That means for person, I am calling it as a P. So instead of person, I can use what? P here. Now, if you want to write directly, I can write what? Oh, sorry. I think I have to write double star only. But what I am missing here? Okay, I have taken person. Sorry. Just no need of doing all these things. Okay, because directly I have written what? Star person. Okay, directly it is going to give you what? Answer as Shiva's age is 31. One thing here you have to understand that what it is going to do means it is directly pointing. It is directly pointing to person. Inside that, what is meant by name? Inside person, what is meant by name? It is going to give the value. So in the place of name, it is going to give you Shiva. And age is what inside name? So inside person, age is 31. So it is printing here. Okay. So this is about how to format the dictionary. So generally here in first case, what we have seen, this concept is called as what? 1 minute here. Here, aliasing. That means aliasing means what? Instead of one name, I am using another name. So P means what? I am telling here. P is nothing but what? Person I am telling. So, and next one is what? Here double star is going to be used. It is very easy to use here because directly I can access. Compulsory we have to use what? Double star only. Directly if you take, we are going to get the error. Okay. We can also format classes also, but generally we have not yet started the concept of classes, so that I will not discuss about formatting the classes now. But I want to show you some concept of alignment, dynamic float format template. Okay, just I will take a small example. Okay, no need. When I'm going to discuss about object-oriented programming, once again I will discuss about other formattings also. So till now, what we have seen? We have seen the formatting of numbers, formatting of floating point numbers, formatting of strings, and also we have seen about dictionaries. So this is about the concept of formatting. So in next session, we are going to start about list concept in detail. Thank you.